Just take it out of him slowly. Take it out of him. Castaneda is going to be a little more reluctant to get off that stool round by round. In the 6th, the scheduled 10-rounder. Lamont Peterson, the undefeated 140-pound prospect, talking about a title fight sometime soon, perhaps against the winner of our main event. Might be too much too soon, Steve.
It might be, but the key is how he wins this fight. If he wins a 10-round decision and doesn't wow anybody, well, I think he's going to be that much harder to sell for a title fight. But if he can take this guy out of there, which he seems on the verge of doing, then different story. He becomes a little more fan-friendly and easier to sell for a title fight. Everybody remembers the fighter's last fight. It's not really fair, but it is the way it is.
Stand on it, squeeze back. Good day.
Castaneda still trying. He's trying to come forward, put punches together. Peterson punching when he wants, holding when he wants, backing off.
Yeah, it's an embarrassment of riches for Peterson. He can basically dominate in any manner he chooses, inside, outside with the jab, combination punching, movement. He's done it all. He's tried it all. Everything's worked very well.
Hide the right hand.
Peterson fighting at a steady pace, and then he'll open up with flurries.
I don't want to see Peterson rest. No reason to be resting. He should be punching steadily. He's young. He's not taking many punches. He's been 10 before. No reason to pace himself.
I'm with you. Ramp it up, I say.
No lulls. There's no reason for lulls.
Now, if the guy really can't hurt you, go for a little bit more.
Let's go. Lock it up. Let's go.
Peterson just playing keep away now. Not much of a 6th round for either guy. 2 weeks from tonight, it's the premiere of The Best and Beyond here on Showtime.
Over the past 18 months, Showtime Sports has evolved into the hardest hitting force on television.
What a spectacular finish. We've got a new champion.
Now's your chance to witness the action, the drama,
Revenge. Redemption.
the egos,
Keep talking, you're gonna be unrecognizable.
and relive every bone-crunching moment.
Oh my God.
Showtime Sports, The Best and Beyond, hosted by Bill Goldberg, Saturday, July 19th at 11, only on Showtime.
Big crowd here in Las Vegas waiting for our WBO junior welterweight main event, including, talk about bone-crunching moments we just spoke of. There he is, Iron Mike Tyson. Lives in Las Vegas here early, has watched all the fights. He's ringside. Hope you're enjoying it as well. Nick Charles, Steve Farhood, Lamont Peterson in the white, and in the yellow and black is Rogelio Castaneda. Castaneda hasn't won a round, Steve, on my card.
That hasn't come close to winning a round on my card, Nick. I just want to see Peterson turn it up again the way he did in that 4th and 5th round.
Big time. And as you said, no excuse. He should be. He should be more active here. He's in the pocket. He's letting Rogelio Castaneda unload with whatever he's got. Peterson over the top with the right hand.
It's funny, Nick, we're talking about Peterson perhaps being in line to fight the winner of tonight's main event. That's a world title fight, but in fact, Peterson isn't really a contender yet because of who he has fought and who he hasn't fought.
It wouldn't make sense to me at this stage, no matter what he did, Steve. I don't think he's ready. You know, he's fought 10 rounds 3 times. That's still a little green for me. I know he's had 24 fights, but he hasn't faced a threat, and he hasn't dealt with any adversity, really.
No, I'm with you. And the adversity part is the key. This is the kind of fight you build a fighter. You know, Castaneda, most likely to go 10 rounds. He's durable. He'll make you work for 10 rounds. That's an invaluable experience for a young fighter, and Peterson still is a young fighter who's learning, not really a contender yet.
Peterson absolutely just teeing off 3 shots. Nothing coming back from Castaneda. Russell Mora taking a close look, but back comes Castaneda now. Boy, he was just soaking up shots, doing nothing in front of Peterson.
So Peterson, Nick, is not a big puncher.
No,
we know that.
Testament to his lack of pulverizing power and Castaneda's chin, perhaps. A little bit of that. Castaneda walking, sloppy, slow, outclassed. Never stops trying, though. Uppercut from Peterson. Walking into combinations is Castaneda. So he'll walk in, doing nothing, blood streaming from his nose now. Now he's getting busy, and Peterson just dictating range, pace. Catching Castaneda on the way in.
Let's give Castaneda credit. He's walking in. He's still trying. He's walking into a beating, but he's walking in. I think it's time the corner maybe starts thinking about pulling the plug, Nick.
Well, he's still fighting back, but just doesn't have the goods.
Yeah, he's a tough, durable guy. This is what he does. Talking about the junior welterweight division, it's pretty wide open, and Lamont Peterson is as good a young 140-pounder as anybody in the division. You see Ricky Hatton, perhaps on the downside. I shouldn't say perhaps. He'll never be the fighter who beat Kostya that night in Manchester, but outside of that, it's a very, very wide open division. Tim Bradley is a young champion. Kotelnik also a relatively new champion. And a couple of years ago, this division had Cotto, had Mayweather, Kostya, Ricky Hatton, and Zab Judah. It's kind of wide open now, and I believe that Lamont is as good a young fighter as this division has. Whether his time is now or later in 08 is debatable. I think he'd be better off waiting at least until 09 before he moves on.
I agree with you. As we head to the 8th. Main event is a world title rematch. Ricardo Torres has the belt. Kendall Holt wants it. Now let's see Peterson pick it up on stage.
Right, look at Castaneda's face. I thought he'd be bleeding by now. There's been traces of blood under his eyes, but he looks like he's aged about 20 years.
He really
the guy
does.
we interviewed yesterday.
Good point. Peterson, buzzed him with that left. Those uppercuts, and now a hook misses. Peterson, little pretty boy Floyd shoulder. Oh, just a free poke. Body, double hook. Oh, and now staggering back from those shots is Castaneda. Russell Moore taking a big look. In the corner, here comes the barrage from Peterson. He should try to finish him now. Peterson, let's see if he fights with, stalk with more intent and close with more intensity here. And why not, Steve? Shot after shot, just drumming Rogelio Castaneda.
Peterson throws very nice, straight, technically sound punches, but the only punch he really